I'm here in the beautiful country of Estonia, in the city of Tallinn, talking with Lisu, who is a church planter here in this city. Now, Lisu, are there Adventist churches here in Tallinn?
There's actually one in Estonian and one in Russian, but they're gathering in the same building, so you can say there's only one church in Tallinn.
So there's one church building here in Tallinn,
Yes.
and two congregations meeting there, an Estonian one and a Russian one. Now, the church building, is it fairly new?
No, it's actually pretty old. I don't even know how old is it, but it has been here from the start. So 120 years.
So they're celebrating the 120th anniversary of the Adventist church here in Estonia, and that church is still the original church that is still here. And it's right on the edge of the historic district there, a beautiful old building. And the church has grown so that they have two churches in there, but you have a whole city in one church yet. So what made you decide to start another church, to become a church planter?
So actually it started many years ago when I was just thinking about it, that what should we do? Because we saw that the Adventist movement wasn't anymore a movement, and people were only serving themselves in the church, not serving others outside the church. And we heard about church planting for 2 years ago, and we actually didn't know if we're gonna do it because it seemed very, very scary for us. And we didn't know anyone who has ever done this before in Estonia, and that's why we thought it's going to be something so new that maybe we shouldn't try it at all. But then after some time, we saw that God is with us. We learned how to trust God more, and so that's why we got ourselves together. We thought we're gonna try.
Okay, so how many of you are there working on this church plant?
At first there were only 6 people, and then a year ago we started with a bigger group. There was 14 people, and now we have been expanding our group, and right now we have 26 people in our group.
26 people, okay. Now, have you attended conferences to learn about church planting then?
Yes, that's where it all started. It was in Riga, in Latvia. There was a Seeds conference. So where Tom Evans and Jeff Potts told us about church planting, and that's what got us so inspired at the first place. And then we had some conferences in Estonia, but only these 2. We have only read the manual and hope that God will give us strength and wisdom to do that.
In some ways, I think that's the important part, to rely on God to send His Holy Spirit and to lead you. Now, where are you in the process of starting the church plant?
We have done many things right now. We have written down our mission, vision, values, and we all already picked a name for our church. Okay. It's going to be a Compass Church.
Okay.
And it was so funny that the first Adventist who started get together like 120 years ago. They
Here
started
in this city.
Yeah, in this city, in the street named Compass.
So you guys got together and said, what should we call ourselves?
We didn't know
and
that.
And you came up with Compass.
Yes,
and then you found
this
out.
week we found out that.
This week, because it's
Yes.
the 120th anniversary
Yes.
of the church here in Estonia. Yes. And so you found out the first church started on Compass Street.
Yes. It wasn't a church, they were just gathering together.
They were just a small gathering,
yeah.
getting together.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so inspiring for us because we thought about this name for 4 months ago. And now when we realized it was the beginning of our movement in Estonia, we were so shocked and surprised because we can be the end of the movement and and when Jesus comes back, so it will be so amazing.
Now, do you have any stories of somebody who you've already started to reach?
Actually, for this 1 year we have been together, everyone has so many stories. I don't know why, but
So it's only been 1 year so far.
like together with 14 people. Yes.
Right.
Yes, and one of my stories, like it's the funniest story, but it's so cool. Like I was working in America with the program Camp America, and I was working there as a counselor in a Christian camp. And when I came back, some people just messaged me on Facebook, what did you do there, and where they should go. And one day in spring, a girl messaged me, what did you do and where should I go? And then she told me, we should meet and I will introduce you an idea. And I was like, okay, she's a stranger, I will try. Anyway, when I went there, I didn't know where I was going. I thought it was a stranger home. I didn't want to go there, actually. I was so scared. And I'm so paranoid as well. But she was like, you have to come upstairs. When I saw her, I was okay, she's smaller than me. I can do that, I will go. Anyway, I went there upstairs, and it was a bit dark, and I was so scared, I don't know why. Anyway, we went to that room, and then I realized, okay, she was from some kind of corporation, and she wanted to sell me something. And then I was like, okay, but it doesn't matter, I have something in my life already. And we were talking about church planting, and it led to that she was so inspired that she wanted to come to our church now.
So she's coming to your church now?
Like, she wanted to come to that new church, okay. So I will invite her anyway.
Well, that is wonderful, and you're still in the early stages. Lisu, thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you, too.
And for Mission 360, I'm Rick Kajura.